Hey everyone, welcome back to our Might and Magic VII completionist run. In this episode, we've got a few things to do. My plan is to go into the White Cliff Caves. We've got a quest pointing us here, and we'll also clear it out, see what else we find inside, and then after that, I think we'll just spend a few minutes going on foot around the unexplored areas of the Harmondale region, just to see if there are any enemies for us to kill. But first of all, we've got to go inside the White Cliff Caves. Let's remind ourselves about who told us to go here, and we were told to go here by Darren Temper, to find his brother. His brother's name isn't listed. That bugs me. I think last episode I was having trouble remembering it as well. It was Elron or something like that. Anyway.
Suppose there's any gold in there?
Serena, as always, has money on her mind. Anyway, let's get some torchlight going on. And our wizard eye is still active for a while, but let's refresh it anyway. And straight away we've got some hostiles. Troglodytes, an enemy type that we haven't seen yet, but an enemy that I was familiar with even before I played this game, because they show up in Heroes of Might and Magic 3. They're the tier 1 unit in the dungeon faction. And what's going on here? More troglodytes. I guess these caves are kind of big. As always, watching my mini-map, looking for the red dots, which are the telltale sign of enemies in the region. And if you're reading the game's commentary down there, you'll see we're still doing tremendous damage with the highly overpowered ranged weapons we're carrying. Oh, we're fighting oozes now. It seems... I was gonna say, it seems we can damage them, which surprised me, because in Might and Magic VI they were physical immune, but maybe I shouldn't be surprised, because most of our weapons are doing... most of our ranged weapons are doing some sort of elemental damage. Maybe that's the damage we're doing to those enemies. Of course, assuming I'm correct about how the oozes work, and assuming they are physical immune, that would limit the damage we do to them, but of course to these troglodytes, we are doing our full damage potential, which is the elemental damage.
It's disarmed.
Plus the,
It's disarmed.
is it a reagent or a gemstone? I'll take stuff to sell. Plus the physical damage of the bows to these troglodytes. And I'll be picking up gold more conscientiously,
That was too hard.
just to make sure I don't let my hubris
I can't identify this.
put me in a position later on where we wish we had been picking up gold, but didn't. Alright. These caves are white?
It's disarmed.
Quite twisty and turny. That was a weird and stupid way to put it. These caves have a lot of twists and turns. That's a more sensible way to put it. And without the jump spell, I mean, we can jump, but our jump doesn't take us very far. Certainly, I don't think our jump will allow us, or will it? If we... At the peak of our jump, can we... No, it seems this place was carefully designed to make sure you can't use your basic jump to sequence break. So we would have to come back with the
I have no idea.
jump spell.
I don't know.
You know what, sure, we'll pick up amulets as well because they're small and often have enchantments that further increase their value. So they are good things to pick up to add to your gold total. Alright, I guess we were supposed to go this way. Let's pick up some more gold. Alright, what's going on here? More of these dudes. Alright. Let's check something. How much... We can level up all... We're actually very close to being able to level up to level 7. And I'm sure just from the enemies we kill here, we'll hit that target. And I haven't leveled up yet because I haven't needed to. Because in this early part of the game, we are being carried by the 13 artifacts plus
Please.
other non-artifact but still very good pieces of gear that we've been carrying around with us ever since I spent 4 days multi-looting that dragon in the tutorial island. Now I remember one reason in the old game why I stopped looting every single body, even, every single body, especially low-level bodies that don't give us a lot of gold. It's because before you get Expert Wizard Eye, which marks... Where do we need to go? This is very confusing. Before we get Expert Wizard Eye, which marks items on the ground, the bodies are really the only indication of where we've been, where we haven't been. And if I see an area that's completely clear, it's hard to know whether that's because I killed everyone and looted all the bodies, or because I just haven't been there yet. But maybe there's something... Oh.
Ah, what a scratch.
That's pretty obnoxious, dude. Yeah, it looks like we are only doing our elemental damage to these oozes. Because if we were doing our physical damage as well, we would have been doing
It's disarmed.
a lot more damage than what we were seeing just there. Alright, let me check our wizard eye. Our torchlight has run out. And not that it's helping us too much at this low level, but still nice to have. I guess this is a way forward. Except it terminates, but we find bones, a message scroll, and an Archimage deck. I guess you're holding on to quest items, Zoltan. We'll take both of these things, and let's read this message scroll. And this, these remains of this journal is basically explaining to us the rules of a minigame that we'll encounter later. But these bones, of course, indicate that it's not just the remains of a journal, it's the remains of a person. And this, of course, will end up being the remains of Darren's brother. I mentioned in the last episode that it's a really weird way to introduce this mini-game. I guess it's more interesting than if they just gave us the deck. You know, they made it part of a quest, we have to go get the deck, but still, it's odd that you go and instead of a dying message to his brother, the guy's just written the rules of a card game. What I'm trying to do, if you'll excuse me, is trying to figure, because clearly there's more to this map, but maybe the only way to get there is through... Actually, hang on. Notice there's a small part here where the... what should be the map wall segment is disconnected. I'm just gonna investigate that, and if that doesn't pan out, then unfortunately I'll have to leave this area undone. Yeah, see this area, which I already looked at. I guess walking in there kind of filled it out. Alright, so what... I won't spend too much time on it. I think after this episode, before the next episode, I will have researched this area, and if there's something I missed, I'll come back and quickly do it. For now, I just want to look at the map and the areas we've been and see if there's something obvious. I think this is the area we came from. This is the place where we found the deck. Maybe I was too hasty in concluding that we were done with that area. Maybe there's a wall to click on or something to that effect, because it does seem to be going in the general direction. Well, there was a wall to click on, but rather than opening up a way forward, it just gave us a piece of ore. Who did I give that ore to? Iron laced ore, which is another interesting mechanic in this game, which we'll not be discussing in detail right now because I can't really do anything with that ore right now. But we'll definitely be looking more into that later on, especially when we find better pieces of ore. I think this is possibly the lowest tier of ore you can find, which isn't going to do a lot for us. Quickly, I'm just gonna take another look in this direction. Maybe this is something we can jump. It almost feels like I should be able to, but not quite. Can I jump on top of a chest? Let me see if I can look down. Okay, this is getting exceedingly silly. Will it not let me jump? It will, but I've got to time it. Oh no, I'm too far away. I am too far away to use that chest as a launching point. One last roll of the dice. Came here. That drops down there. I came here. That drops down there. Can I go directly from here to there? And I hope that I can. I hope that I simply missed a passageway. Oh yeah, 100% you can go through. I just didn't realize this was a path forward because of the darkness and the way the walls can kind of... the openings can kind of blend in with the walls. So, it's looking like we probably are going to be able to clear this area. In fact, I'm seeing green.
It's disarmed.
So it's possible that that was the lost enemy. Unless we get more yellow indicators. Orange, blue, blue.
I have no
A belt
idea.
that I don't care about. Armor that I don't care about. Okay, who needs accuracy? Oh my, look at his accuracy, that's amazing. I guess you do. And, speed. Who needed speed? You do, because we gave you something that gives you a speed penalty. You're also going to be taking our intellect. And even more intellect. That's good. Personality will go to you, and more personality to you. Perfect. Almost... I sense we're almost done with this area. And here's the part of the map. I had a feeling that was a secret door. I did not look this up.
It's disarmed.
Maybe I had some vestigial memory of it from
It's disarmed.
the first time I played, but I could tell that the wall was incomplete on this part of the map, and
It's disarmed.
often that is an indicator of a secret door. So with that, I'm going to tentatively declare this area clear, and in between episodes I will... Okay, oh yeah, these are the barrels that we just looked at. In between episodes, I'm gonna take a closer look at the walkthrough, just to make sure there aren't any other secret passageways that I missed. But as long as there are no enemies that I missed, this area is still clear. If there's like a secret room with some barrels or a chest, I'll come back and show it, but if all the enemies are dead, then that means the place is already clear, at least based on the criteria that I had set. Oh, I don't want to go to the barrow downs. I want to go towards the unexplored parts of the map. Now, I'm doing this for Harmondale because it's, you know, it's the opening area, and the terrain isn't that bad, although getting to higher points can be a bit of a struggle, as you're seeing just now. But not that much of a struggle. We didn't have that much to climb. So I'm gonna do this for this area, but for other locations, especially the really annoying ones with a lot of water, a lot of, you know, rugged mountainous terrain, for those I may not be trying to do... Oh hey, here's an interesting reward for having climbed all that way. Not that much gold, but still, I like it when games reward your exploration into the less obvious areas. Yeah, but as I was saying, I'm doing this for this area, which is physically walking to... Oh hey, what's this? Let me... Do I want to mess with signal fires? let's leave that for now, because if it's part of a quest, I wouldn't want to run the risk of ruining it by triggering something early. So let's just make a mental note of the fact that there is a signal fire in this part of the map, and that's another thing I will look up in between episodes. But I mean, clicking on it gave us no immediate obvious benefit, which suggests to me that it's part of a later thing. Chances are nothing will break, but after that issue with the quest on Emerald Island, I'm not taking any chances, because I did find a way to break one of the quests in the game and had to redo the that video as a result. I think that was 2 videos ago, I believe. Look, here's another location out here. I guess it's close to this town, so it's not that far off, but it is high up. It's overlooking the town, these 2 houses. The Grandmaster in Water Magic, which eventually we will be able to learn. And who else? Just somebody giving us some flavor dialogue about the dwarves and the Barrow Downs. And okay, another guy telling us, like, dude, these constituents are kind of rude, you know? I mean, at least pretend like you have confidence in us. Whatever, you know. I guess he's just exercising his First Amendment right. The First Amendment of the Antagarich Constitution. That is the name of the continent that we're on. I was trying to remember it a couple episodes ago, but I'd completely forgotten. It's Antagarich. Disarm Trap Grandmaster, which... Master. Which eventually we will learn. And we also get the location of the Grandmaster, which we'll eventually get to. Stealing Expert also, which you will be able to learn, and you will also give us the location of the Stealing Master. Very good. Alright. Not too much left in this map. And I'm not gonna go through every black spot on the map, because if there were enemies in there, we were close enough to those spots that we would have seen them. But you know what, in between episodes I will even load up an older save and see if there's anyone in those specific spots. Just for peace of mind. I wanna stay up as much as I can, although it looks like we're gonna go down. Although it does look like these are gentle hills where we won't have to climb those steep slopes we were looking at earlier. Then I don't want to go to the Tolarian Forest. I just want to walk through to this part of the map. And it's seeming to me like this... Oh, I was gonna say it's seeming to me like this entire map is clear, but would you look at that? Probably more goblins. Let's turn around and see if I'm right. Look at that.
That was too easy.
I'm right. Alright, what is left? There's a bit of map to the right. But if there was something hostile in that part of the map, it would have triggered it would have shown up on our mini-map by now. And pretty sure we've already looked at this chest. Yeah, I guess we can shimmy up quickly, why not? Alright, so we're getting close to the end of this video, and I think I'm gonna end by going back to town and training. So far, we've been coasting on our overpowered gear, but there are some important skills that we do need. And we can't really level up our skills too much without actually training. I mean, I guess we've got some horseshoes, but I'm saving these for, you know, those instances where you really need that one extra skill point to reach that mastery. Ooh, got another constantly firing trap situation. Ooh, and there's one of those guys that we did manage to keep alive. So good job, dude. Just walking around, back at full health because we've made some area transitions and gone the wrong direction. Let's turn around and head back to town. And what... Oh, we've got plenty of time. It's early in the morning. Just gonna rush to the train. Well, before we do that, let's... I guess... save the game in a separate slot and talk to...
Come in, come in.
Oh no, this isn't the guy. Yeah, this is the guy who sent us to find a ring. I think, was this Temper's house? Yes, the Temper residence. So let's talk to Darren Temper and see what he has to say. Yep, his brother's dead. And those are his cards. And he says he doesn't want the cards. We can have them. Oh, poor Elron. I did remember his name. Good job, me. And gives us a little bit of money that we didn't really need. And I guess he has a bit of closure, but as I mentioned, like, isn't that a really, really weird way to introduce this mini-game? Which we're not going to see in this episode because I think it's been long enough. We'll probably see it in the next one. These are the stables. Now I'm just going to walk around. Here we go. Here is the training hall. And rather than trying to be too clever saving levels to try and advance game time later, I'm just going to train as far as I can right now. And as I suspected, the monsters in the cave, plus the quest that we just handed in, but I'm pretty sure the monsters would have been enough on their own, will allow us to go all the way to level 7. So we're just going to go to...
some training?
We're just going to go to level 7 with everyone.
That's the ticket. 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 That's the ticket.
Okay, if he's gonna say that every time, so I'm just gonna click as fast as I can. It might sound a bit silly, but I think it'll be better than hearing him say that thing every single time.
That's the ticket.
Alright, I guess if you click quick enough, only the first sound clip will play.
That's the ticket.
Okay. That kind of works.
That's the ticket.
I was afraid that it was gonna interrupt his sound clip every single time. Now what? Well, first thing we want to be doing is we want to prepare ourselves for getting Master Air Magic. With you need to prepare yourself for Expert and then subsequently Master Spirit Magic, and you... I think you've got to start boosting up your perception and your disarm trap. We are getting a bit of a bonus from our gear, but Oh, I also want you to get expert dagger. You know what? Let's do it like this, yeah. And then we even have enough to go to level 4, and we'll leave it like this for now. For you, well, there's a lot that I want to do with you, but I think the first goal is going to be to try and get to master sword so that we can start dual wielding. And we'll just put 4 points in it for now, while in between episodes, I will refresh my memory as to whether you need 7 or less or more to get to master sword. I guess ultimately we'll be going to Grandmaster anyway. Not that Grandmaster helps us that much, but just for bragging rights. But for now, I'm gonna leave it like this, and I think everyone's fine. I guess I do want you to improve your identify item. And you can't gain master level until after... You know what, let's give you 4 points in that, in preparation for expert, which you can get without promotion, and that'll eliminate your recovery penalty. In fact, you should also start working towards that. You'll need at least 1 more level. And you... Chain... I guess cutting down your recovery penalty will help a lot. And eliminating your shield recovery penalty will also help. And the rest we can start putting into... I guess let's start putting it into bow to reduce your recovery time. Alright. I think that's gonna be it for this episode. Yeah, I'm gonna save here. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode. Hope you had a good time as we went through the White Cliff Caves, and then just, you know, took a quick loop around Harmondale. Next episode, I think the time has come to go to the Barrow Downs. There's really only... because we've got a lot of quests that are telling us to go there. There's a meditation spot. I think this was for some promotion quest. This is the main quest that was given to us to talk to the dwarves. There's a lantern of light that we need to find somewhere there as well. And this quest is telling us to go to somewhere in Erathia, but that's something we won't get to until later. So we've got a bunch of things to do in the Barrow Downs, so that's going to be our next destination. We are going to start making our way towards there in the next episode. I hope you'll join me for that one. So until then, take care.